Hey friends, Vadim Zeland in his book Reality Transferring talks about a lot of stress in life comes from placing too much importance on things. Our default reaction is to always take things way too seriously. It could be talking to strangers, or anytime we experience a setback in life, we tend to take it way too seriously. For example, recently I was applying for an observership in Florida, and throughout the process I experienced setbacks. A couple of times the application got rejected from my own college. When it did got approved from the level of dean office, then the sponsoring clinician refused to sign the application. Then my senior helped me find another sponsoring physician, and when I was mailing him, I addressed him as another person by mistake. So that looked really bad on my part, and the current scenario of the application is quite uncertain. So what I'm trying to say is that throughout this process I experienced setback. I used to at first think, oh my god, like this is going to be the end of world for me. I realized that hey, it wasn't so big of a deal. I was giving far too importance on this thing. I realized that I should be sincere but not serious. What I mean by sincere is we continue to do our own thing. Like if something doesn't work out, I ask myself, okay, what is the next best thing to do? I continue to do my own thing. I put my effort and all. But when things do not turn out my way, I do not feel bad about it. I do not feel overwhelmed about it. That is what it means to be sincere. But we should not be serious. Now, what I mean by serious here is that when we are being serious, when things do not go our way, we feel overwhelmed, rejected, bad, hurt, and stressed out. This is what I mean by being serious. We should be sincere but not serious about life. Another difference between being sincere and being serious is that when we are sincere, we enjoy our journey along the way and are not so focused on the outcome. But when we are serious, we are not enjoying the journey. Another example would be like everyone knows that if you are single and you see an attractive stranger, you should go talk to them. Most of the times we are so freaking scared about it because we take this too seriously. We are like, hey, what would that other person think of me? Hey, how could I go and talk to them out of the blue? But again, a lot of stress is coming by placing too much importance on this thing. So I want us to dial down the seriousness level of this entire thing and treat it like a game. You do not have to place too much importance on this thing. We could casually go to them, say, hey, hi, hello, I saw you across the room and just wanted to come talk to you, so here I am. The other day I was procrastinating about asking a physician if I could shadow him while he does his rounds. Initially I was a bit stressed out of doing this, and when I realized that I was taking this way too seriously and that I should be sincere but not serious, that ironically took the pressure off me. Then I did not felt overwhelmed, and I could think to myself that hey, I could treat this like a game. I could be sincere but not serious. And this change in mind shift ironically took off that pressure from me, and I was casually able to go ask him if I could shadow him, and he agreed happily. Often when I find myself procrastinating on any project, studying, or filming a YouTube video, I realize that more often than not the reason is because I'm placing too much importance on it. I'm not doing it because I want it to be done perfectly well, and I do not want to screw. I do not want to risk failure in any of it. That prevents me from taking action sometimes. If I could treat it like a game, if I could be sincere and not serious, that takes the pressure off me and I am able to perform better, ironically. At the end of the day, I remind myself that life is just a game. Anytime anything that pops up in my life that makes me freak out, I dial down the seriousness level, and that reduces a lot of stress. Ultimately, I will still get things done, but I feel so much better because I realize that I do not have to take everything so seriously. At the end of the day, life is just a game, and what we perceive as failures do not really quite matter in the grand scheme of things, because even if a particular thing does not turn out our way, we still have got so many things to cherish in life. We still get to talk to our loved ones. We still have family, friends. Most of us watching this video are not dying from cancer. Most of us are living very privileged lives. We get food to eat, sleep. We've got so many things to cherish in life. If every now and then a particular thing does not turn out our way, it won't be the end of world. This is what Naval Ravikant also talks about in his book, where he says there is no meaning to life, there is no purpose to life. We have been dead for a large part of history of universe, our lives would go away in the blink of an eye. None of it would really matter. No one is going to remember us past a certain number of generations. Try to enjoy the journey along the way. I think to myself that if I could meet my future self, the one who is at his deathbed, and I could ask him, hey, Abhishek, what would you advise me? I'm not sure, but I think he would definitely tell me, whatever you do, just try to enjoy the journey along the way. Do not worry about things that you do not directly control. For example, the outcome of your actions. Take your shots, try things. At many things you would fail, and at many things you would win. That is just the way life is.